everybody. Welcome to Facebook Live at MTN Matchmaking. I'm Maureen Tara Nelson, and I am here along with my crew virtually, and we are here to spread some love to everybody. So, who needs some love out there? It can't be just me, because I know for a fact there's a lot of people that need love. So, thanks for tuning in. Great. I love to see everyone tune in quickly. So we have a lot of really exciting things to talk about. We are here to cheer anybody up. So if any of you are feeling a little sad or you need some love, we can talk about love and dating. Hi, Pamela. So let me just put my glasses on. Sorry for a second. Pamela, so you have a show on where I'm going to do my podcast. So you and I have to get to know each other, even more, because I'm really excited that after this pandemic, I am going to be doing a podcast rather than this silly, shall I say, this silly Facebook Live. But, we do what we can with what we have. But I am super excited to start. And from what I understand, you have your own show, so that's great. Hey, oh my gosh, look at everybody. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And so much has been going on since even yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, okay, let's start with positive news. Someone has been asked to do a news conference with someone who shall remain nameless on how we are getting our clients that are ready to date. Now, if any of you, I don't see any clients, but if you're single, you're looking for love, now is like really an important time to find love. And what I want to really share with all of you is when it comes to women, okay, guys, you've been signing up, because we were not meant to be alone. That's like the coolest thing about my guys. But if you are a beautiful lady, inside and out, beautiful, okay? I do not want you being lonely, feeling lonely, wishing you had love, or even just checking in with us only every single day. That's not enough. I'm doing this because we are doing this, and Stacy and the group, they're all doing it remotely. And you can kind of see I'm a little behind because today is a very, very important day. And thank you all for tuning in, because again, this is going to be the best Facebook ever. But I want every one of you participating in it, please, and you'll see why. Okay, number one, this is all positiveness, okay? We can sit and talk about the coronavirus and who has it and who doesn't, and we'll all leave here depressed. No, not on my watch. We are all tuning in because we want everyone to be happy. Hey, Ed, how are you? How's my favorite photographer? So today is going to be a really, really exciting Facebook Live. I have so much good news, I could just barely keep it contained. Okay, so number one, today's my anniversary. It is April 1st. It is my 19 years of matchmaking, Long Island singles. 19 years. I know what you're thinking right now. God, she's got to be so old, right? I mean, saying 19 years really does make me sound old. But the reality is I am just so happy and so honored to really, Ed, we need to know what you're eating. I just love you, Ed. You are just so funny and so great. Okay, so today is my anniversary. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And this last 19 years, I have to say, has been one amazing ride for me. Matchmaking is in my blood from what I did before as a pharmaceutical rep. I'm also an executive level certified matchmaker, whereas there is an institute for matchmaking, and there are many certified matchmakers throughout the country, and love them all. We all work together in conjunction with each other. We help each other out. I love the fact that they do a totally different service. They typically charge $15,000 and above, but they don't charge the ladies. I just have such a different approach, and my approach is based upon my former experience as a pharmaceutical rep. So I've always done this. Now, I've adapted it many times. I have improved it many times because, look, let's face it, you have to grow, okay? You cannot do something for 19 years and have it be the same exact way. But the core ingredients of what I've been doing for the past 19 years, which is helping people recognize that there are two things that will make a loving, lasting relationship. And that is being compatible and having chemistry. Now, all of you know about chemistry. And I'm going to try to talk fast because I have so many great things to say. And as I'm talking, though, if you do have questions, please tune in because, again, so much positive news today. And this is what we need. We need positive news. Otherwise, we're all going to want, all of us that are not essential workers, we're going to be jumping in bed with the covers over our heads. So we're not going to do that. We are going to, all of us here today, after Facebook Live, we are going to have the best day ever because I have so many exciting things to say to everyone. Okay, so my 19-year anniversary. I have the same core ingredients. However, I have so many new and exciting ways over the years that have made it even easier for singles to find love. Excuse me, just my girls, we've all been working 24/7. When we first, and I have to check in with this, so I apologize. Okay, so when we heard, okay, only essential workers have to work, our building can't come in the building. There were already 2 people that tested positive in our building. I have a staff that my girls are family to me, okay? Our blogger and social media expert, he's actually my son. So do you think I'm going to put him at risk either? So again, my family, we've all been like family at MTN Matchmaking. So again, some companies have just said, okay, clients, we have to close our doors for a month or 2 months, whatever. That was not us. And so we came up with a way that, because we knew that there are going to be people that are still going to want, but more importantly, need love during this time. And it was the same thing after a tragedy that when I first started in this industry, I'm not going to go into detail about it because it's sad. And like I said, all positive news, but I could remember back to then, and I remember how important it was for all the people that went through that horrific tragedy. I remember seeing how happy they became once they did fall in love. And the first step to actually coming to, a matchmaker back then was a lot harder than it is now. I mean, hopefully if you live on Long Island, you already know what I do. I've been doing this 19 years. Our commercials that are all over the TV, they're all over sports. Every single sports channel, we had our commercial. But guess what? There's no sports. We're going to be filming our new commercial this week. What that means for you is we already have 2,000 of the best singles on Long Island. And without doing the sports channels, which again, we can't do them, we are having so many people that are calling and saying, are other people looking for love too, or am I crazy? You're not crazy. We were not meant to be alone, and we are here to help you. MTN Matchmaking, we didn't close down. Where's my earring? Sorry, I only put on one earring. Okay, so we didn't skip a beat. We have just adapted our program and made it easier for people to join. So now, while you're home, you can actually call 516-444-2861. You don't have to come into the office because we can't even get into the office. You can FaceTime with us. Now, the reason why people come to us, and this is super important, please, even if you might not be single, you might have a sister, a daughter, a son, a mother, whatever, that they might think, I'm so lonely, I'm all by myself. Maybe I should join one of those internet sites. What? Everybody knows those internet sites are dangerous as hell. It's in the papers all the time. A lot of times it's not in the papers. And this is what you have to be careful about. I know because my clients come in and tell me, oh yeah, that was my friend that got murdered, and they found the guy as he was escaping to California, that they went to Hofstra. They didn't mention that they met on Plenty of Fish. That's horrible. Why isn't the news actually saying where these people are getting murdered from? For the most part. Now, Newsday is very good. I've seen many of the news on Newsday about how dangerous internet dating sites are. But if you are feeling lonely, it's normal. And that's the one thing I want everyone to know. It's normal. We are here to cheer you up every single day. So every day, usually 2:30. Today, I was delayed because the second thing, again, number one, today's my anniversary. Hey, Jennifer. You are so beautiful, Jennifer. Guys, we got to get Jennifer to sign up and you guys so I could make sure you're compatible, because you sign up, you can do it right by your phone. That's how easy it is. And then we make sure you're compatible. You are stunningly beautiful, Jennifer. You're a doctor, beautiful, and a doctor. What else could anyone want? So we've made it really very easy for people. Yes, we are also offering the lowest prices of the year again. We do that every December as my way of giving back. Sometimes people already know that. Well, now more than ever, I think it is important to help every single person if you pass our screening process, which you will. Okay. Screening process is you have no felony record, you're a nice, decent, quality, positive person, you're emotionally stable, you're financially stable, and you're looking for a committed relationship. So ask yourself, are you those things? You're in, okay? So then you call 516-444-2861. We do the interview over the phone. You ask a million questions, you see which program's for you, and this is the lowest price of the year as our way of giving back, because we are certainly in this to help people, because even my regular prices are a fraction of my counterparts that I love so much. I don't care about the price. Everyone that knows me knows I don't care, and that's why I'm a fraction of the cost. Okay. So then our clients had the choice when this first came out and everyone was petrified. We said, would you like a free time to put your membership on hold, or would you like virtual dating? Now, I have to admit, I was not the most savvy in virtual dating. Yeah, but guess who is now? Yep. I am a savvy virtual dater, and we have been helping our clients that do want to date. And that's very normal. I mean, you could do dating. Years ago, when our parents were young, the date was a phone call over the phone. I mean, typically, I think the grandfathers even had to listen in and make sure that that person was safe. So you can do that, but clients that come in their 20s and 30s, right up front, they're saying, I'm here, I want to do virtual dating. So we knew that was the trend. So all of us, we were taught on how to come up with different virtual dating styles because everyone is different. So not everyone's going to feel comfortable with Zoom or Skype or Facebook Live, but we have a secret one. Well, it's not really a secret because I've mentioned it to you all many times, but it is a really exciting way to date, and we want our clients to be able to do this. Now, our 20s and 30-year-olds, they're already doing it. Okay. For them, they're like, look, let me add them. I'm ready. And when we told them what we're doing, they don't need help. They're like, oh, that's great. I already have that on my phone. And then we'll say, okay, well, do you know the different games? Oh, yeah, of course. What are your favorite games? And it's the ones that we're recommending. So it's super cool. Okay. Let me just check on one of my girls just to make sure. Just because, again, two of them are interviewing people over the phone, doing, as we discussed, the Skyping, which again is super easy and much easier than having to come to an office. There is she. Okay, hold on one sec, please. I promise it's going to be really positive, so hang in there with me. I have so much to go over, and it's all good, positive stuff, and we could all use some positive stuff. And okay. Okay. So now, so then again with the virtual dating though, the 20s and the 30-year-olds, they already know how to do it. Now, the 40 and 50-year-olds, okay, so me. I thought, all right, I'm going to have to be taught how to do this. And I was joking, but really I thought I'd be serious. I thought this would definitely be real. I said, it's going to be really hard for me. You're going to have, please be patient with me. You know, I don't know if I'm going to know what I'm doing. It took me 5 minutes. And then it's super ass fun. It is so much fun. So I think it's even better. Okay, so I'm taking all the stuff that is happening with the coronavirus and the pandemic and all the sadness and all the hardship, because there's so much of it. It's everywhere you go. It's on every single news channel. I was never a news person because I think it was Dr. Wayne Dyer said before he passed, and he was one of my gurus, don't watch the news. He said, it will knock you down. It will make you negative. It'll knock down at your positiveness. So I never used to watch it. But now with this, owning my own business, again, doing this 19 years, I have to be kept abreast of everything for my 2,000 clients. Okay, so before, for a first date, you would have to get all dressed up, go out someplace for a lunch or brunch, okay? Now, here, your first date, we're going to either just say, go to this site, or we'll show you how if you're in your 40s or 50s. If you're 60s plus, we're going to give you the choice. It's super easy. I know a lot of my ladies in their 60s, they're going to do it like this. That's how easy it is. But it's up to you. There might be some men out there that would say, I would prefer to talk on the phone. Fine. It's whatever is going to make you happy. We are here to make you all happy and to help you find love, especially in this time. Okay, so again, that is our goal. And ironically, it's been my goal for 19 years. So we are here to help and we will help. So dating, I think, is even more fun because if you would have asked me before, if there was a way that you could do a date virtually playing an easy game, no stress, just fun and easy, that you probably just have to dress up from here and above. I mean, I didn't even blow dry my hair. I would have normally never gone out on a date without blow drying my hair, just say. So it's just so much easier. So that is why so many people are calling. We are here to help you. We have never stopped. The only thing we had to stop, again, we had to comply with the government rules of not being in the office. We've done that. Um, we are, of course, maintaining, um, well, we're not meeting our clients. None of our clients are meeting. We're doing virtual dating until this pandemic ends, okay? And we're going to be with you every step of the way. For example, you might have dating coaching with Stacy. Now, obviously, you just have to make an appointment, but she's amazing. She's a certified dating coach. So you will be talking to her live if maybe you feel down or you feel lonely, even if you're on your hold time. And that's really important. And that's why the dating coaching, because she's a certified dating coach, that's why it's separate. Because there's only so many hours a day. And we've all been working 24/7, all of us here. And again, we're doing it so everyone could realize, yes, you can find love. It is a good time. Okay, so some of the questions I've been getting, I will get to in a minute, but a lot of them have to do with sex. So I have a feeling it's because people have just been cooped up so long and they're just like going crazy. So that's the only reason why I can explain that. Maybe because the sun is out, it's a beautiful day. And today, not only is it my anniversary, but did you know it's annual Take a Walk Day or something like that? Um, I forget the actual wording of it. This Michael Kors dress, I bought it just because I like the style on the hanger. I never try things on, and I'll just buy whatever I want. And if it doesn't look good or if it doesn't fit, I give it to my nieces. Okay, this is so annoying because these flaps are supposed to just stay where they are, and they're not. So that's why I'm fidgeting with that. So sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, let me check in to see who's here, just because I have so many questions about sex. Um, I hesitate to say if any of you have questions on sex because we already have so many. But you know what? As long as it's good, clean fun, then yes, you can participate in that. Oh my God, look at all you gorgeous guys and beautiful women. If you were all clients, I could match you like this. Okay. Out of all of you that are not clients now, okay? How many, how many of you are single and would like to have someone that, okay, he or she is not going to be coming over to your house yet, okay, until this pandemic is over. But how many of you would like to have someone that you can call a couple times a day? You could FaceTime them. You could play our game, which you're going to love. Or would you rather just what you're doing now, which is either working from home, or if you're an essential worker, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We all truly appreciate what you're doing for us, every single one of you. Um, oh, it was just such a beautiful sunny day, and now the clouds are coming in. So hopefully the sun comes out. So again, today is Take a Walk Day or something like that. So me and my social media expert, hashtag blogger, who's doing a blog right now on my 19 years of matchmaking. Hey, William! Oh my God. I'm telling you, it's like we get the best looking people tuning in. It makes me so happy. And of course, every one of you that are beautiful, I know you got to be beautiful inside too. I'm sure all of you are. Because again, with this going on, it is unacceptable to not be beautiful inside. It is unacceptable not to be a nice person. So I went out and I had my walk with my blogger, and there were other people walking, so we would see them ahead of us, and one of them had a baby. So I said, okay, we should move over to the other side. They have a baby. Okay. Then one person was single. I mean, I don't know if they're single, but I mean a single person. So, hey, Victoria. So they were ahead of us. They moved over because they saw it was two of us. And of course, I still live in my small town home, and well, we'll just keep it like that for now. But so I love how close we all are. It's a great community, and I think all of us were out there, and we're all helping each other as far as our neighbors, and that's how everyone should be. And again, I'm sure you are. Okay, again, sorry about my hair. I couldn't even blow dry it, and all those crazy pieces like that is because I chopped off my own hair, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago with a scissor, a bad old scissor. Just chopped off all my hair, which was like down to there. Okay. All right. So I think everyone should take a walk today because of what day it is today. Hold on one second. I just have to fix something. Okay. Ed, did I fix it? If anyone will tell me the truth, that's Ed. And actually, I think I made it worse, so sorry. Kind of makes me look like the Joker from Batman. Aw, thank you, Victoria. So do you. You really are. Everyone just looks so fantastic, and thanks for tuning in. Because again, we have so much positivity, we have so much love that we're going to spread today. Now, how many of you know someone that is living alone, whether it's your friend, your family member, and they're single? Oh, they don't even have to be single, but how many of you know them? Hey, Ron, and they're home alone and lonely. No, they don't have to be. Have them tune in to Facebook Live. This hopefully I did the right thing and put it on public. Oh my God, please let me put it on public. Thank God. Okay. So have them tune into our Facebook Live. If they do have questions on dating or finding someone or what's appropriate for virtual dating, ask in. Okay, because I have to get to like the sex questions, because we all know, all you guys over there are dying to know the sex questions that people have asked in. Right? And again, you could add your own in if you would like. And I gotta drink my water. So as everyone knows, we chose the hottest guy on Long Island, and we chose Chris Cuomo only because he's hot. That's the only reason. Ed, I don't want to hear anything about his politicalness. He was not chosen based upon that. In fact, he was only chosen because it was who do we think is the hottest man? Didn't have to be single on Long Island. Okay, it's clearly Chris Cuomo. Come on, tell me one man that is better looking and in better shape than Chris Cuomo. Someone last night, I'm sorry if you're on today, but someone said to me they think Trump is better looking than Chris Cuomo. Stop it, I said. I almost had a heart attack. I don't care about politics. Never have, never will. If you're telling me that you think Trump is better looking, remember, no politics, but if you think Trump is better looking than Chris Cuomo, you're putting politics into this. And that was the whole purpose of this contest. Has nothing to do with politics. So Trump, again, with no politics, he's not a Chris Fredo, okay? So a lot of the questions asked in are about sex. Hey, Danny, how are you? How you guys doing from Florida? Well, you joined at the right time because a lot of our friends and colleagues and followers, they have all asked questions about sex today. And we think it's because in New York, I know you're in Florida, in New York, it's a beautiful day out, or at least it was super sunny when I started this, and now it's not. Again, I apologize. I chopped off all my hair in case you didn't notice, and took a shower after my walk. Today's annual walk day, and couldn't do anything to my hair. Tell Mo and your dad I said hi. Hey, Charles. Boy, you're going to love these sex questions that people have written in. I know it. So keep the answers clean. That's the only thing that I really want because, I've been saying to everyone, if you're lonely and stuff, tune into Facebook Live. So just say if your grandmother took my advice yesterday and said, I'm going to tune in to MTN Matchmaking because she said she's going to make us think of positive things and get us off all the craziness of the news, blah, blah, blah. And then here I am talking about sex. All right, that's going to be hard enough for grandma. So just keep your comments clean so grandma doesn't have a heart attack or grandma doesn't, not want to watch anymore. Because we want everyone to watch and we want everyone to realize life can be short. We all know that more than ever right now. But we are all here on Facebook Live because we want to be happy. Every one of us, I'm going to do everything I can for all my 2,000 clients. Crazy here. My 2,000 clients and all my colleagues. My job, of course, is to match my 2,000 clients to come up with new and creative ways for them to join the program and to virtually date. Done. We did it right away, in fact. Seriously, I have to say, not to toot my own horn. I would never do that. Everyone knows there's nothing about me with ego. I love what I do, and I'm blessed by God with what I got to do. Deandra is absolutely my favorite. Deandra will tell you why, and it is because she was our favorite client, and when I matched her up with the amazing Jeremy, they asked me would I be their wedding officiant. So I became a wedding officiant just for them. Now, other people then have asked would I do their wedding, and I say, no, I'm sorry. I just did it just for you. That's it, just for you. So, but that's how much we love you. So I'm so glad you tuned in. Now, just so you know, maybe you have some questions on sex that you would like. Since I matched you guys and married you guys, if you have any questions on sex, that I don't know why that became the topic. It certainly wasn't the topic, but people made it the topic. Okay, but again, as we were saying, we've made it easier. If you know someone that is lonely or needs love, please share this video with them. We want every single person to be happy during such a difficult time. And we all can make a difference. We can, by keeping it positive. So back to real fast. We chose Chris Cuomo simply because he is hot. And I saw his video on Instagram. This is before we knew about his coronavirus. Actually, let me see if he did. He could not have. I'm going to look at his Instagram and see if he was up. He did a show last night. But once I found out he had an Instagram of him working out, I'm like, I never have to watch that show again. I never watched CNN in my life. Because again, I'm not a news person. Excuse me, everyone. This is one of my girls. Okay. How are you? We're on FaceTime with everyone. Would you like to be on So should I put you on speakerphone? Did you take care of the other item we discussed about the chase? Okay. Right. But just so you know, I would do that today only because he doesn't know about that availability. So you're going to be giving him really. Oh, good. Okay. So he'll call you back. Okay. So hold on. So this is Stacy Girl calling from Florida.
Hello, everyone on Facebook Live.
So wait till you see. I knew Stacey has back-to-back virtual appointments today with people that want to find love now. So she has probably 1 minute because our next one is 3:30. So she has 1 minute to join in, and she wanted to say hi. So I've been getting all the questions. Usually Stacy gets the questions for me and she makes it so much easier for me. So today I had to get the questions.
Sorry.
They're all sex. They're all questions about sex. Did you ever have that? I mean, are you getting sex questions and you just don't tell me and you just like push them to the side and give me the regular questions? That's what I'm thinking.
We all know I'm a little bit more reserved.
Oh my
I
God.
have not been getting them.
Oh.
They must have known that you were going to be on today.
No, nobody knew that I was not.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking.
So you know today is my 19th year anniversary. Matchmaking.
I know, I was telling everyone that I'm interviewing today. By the way, we just took on, I'm not giving any information out, but an amazing client. I mean, all of our clients are amazing, but he is going to be so awesome for so many of our girls that we have.
How old is he?
Who he matches with. He is 49, handsome, 6 feet tall, has a lot to offer. And just
Wait, it can't be Chris. It can't be Chris Cuomo because he's married.
No.
Hey, Ken.
Sorry to get your hopes up.
Oh my God. I hope I didn't just call him Chris Fredo by mistake because of all the inappropriate, mean people that are calling him Fredo. Oh my God, I think I might have. I'm going to have to watch this at the end. Can anyone just verify that when I mentioned the contest that he won, that I called him Chris Cuomo, please? Okay. So as I was saying to everybody that I was going to start his workout routine because I only found that out, I think, 2 days ago that he has that. So I thought, okay, good. I don't have to watch the news. I don't have to watch his news show. I'm just going to watch his Instagram. And then what happens the next day? He goes and gets this, the coronavirus. So now, no. Oh my God, I said Fredo. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Did I really, Charles, seriously? Because I'm going to feel so horrible. Chris is saying I did say Chris Fredo by mistake.
I don't even know what that is. Chris what?
Oh, people are calling him a derogatory name because they're like, as a joke, calling him like the dumb brother from The Godfather. And that brother's name was Fredo. So, like, there's all this controversy and stuff, because Andrew was the governor and, smart, blah, blah, blah. So.
I mean, it's not like he has a pretty decent job.
Of course, he makes $2 million, over $2 million a year. But
yeah, so don't worry about it. He's laughing all the way to the bank.
Yes, but don't you remember yesterday? Because remember, I don't do my social media. Our social media expert does that, who's our blogger. And he said to me, oh my God, you have to look at the social media post you just put up.
I know, I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, it is getting spicy up in here.
I know it. We had like 270 comments, and most of them were negative. I think anybody that says anything bad, hey, so
let me ask you this.
Anyone bad, they're jealous of him.
What is this view that gets everyone upset? I don't really know much about him.
Okay, because He's Andrew Cuomo's younger brother. Because he's Andrew Cuomo's younger brother. And he's gorgeous and buff. So I think guys are jealous, number one, and people are assholes sometimes. So now, so people have called him Fredo because in The Godfather, Al Pacino was in charge, that brother, and his younger brother was like a loser. You know what I mean? He was dumb, blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Asa. Okay, so people call him Fredo. What? All right, she has her client. Okay, bye, love you. Okay. How does she not know Fredo? Come on. Again, I'm not calling him that. In fact, I yelled at people. And I said, you are not allowed to call him that. His name is Chris Cuomo. He won the contest fair and square because he's the hottest guy on Long Island. That's it. I don't care about politics. I don't care about any of that. He won the contest because he is hot. That's it. But it caused so much meanness from people. And the whole point of my social media is don't be mean on my social media because I will block you. And I did. I had to block someone. I mean, like evil shit. And then you guys, a lot of you guys were calling him that name. And every time someone said it, I wrote, be nice, be nice. I would never, ever do something mean. And I don't care that some of you guys right now are thinking, yeah, don't you know what he did to someone out in Southampton, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? We've all done stupid things. You and everyone else, you've all done stupid things that you're embarrassed of. I know I have. So there's my rant. Okay, so Charles, yes, but he got yeah, that I thought that was cute that the mother gave him the sauce recipe. And I have to say, even though I never watched any of this, because again, I don't care about politics, I love the back and forth fighting with Chris Cuomo and his brother Andrew. They love each other, but they do sparring all the time. I'm like that with my family too. When you're the youngest of 6 kids and you're Irish, you're going to do that. Now, I think they have 5 kids, and he's the youngest, and they're Italian. Same thing. Hey, Thomas. Okay, I just want to look really fast before I get to the. All right, well, I'll give one sex question that someone wrote in first, and then I want to look to see if Chris Cuomo, okay, said it right, if Chris did his workout this morning, even though he has a coronavirus. Andrew never got it. I know. He never got the meatball recipe. Okay. Well, I'm the youngest, and my sister is a great cook. My mother was Irish, and my mother was a great cook. My mother never taught me how to cook. I was the youngest. By the time I popped out, the 6th kid, she didn't, I was just going to say she didn't care. I had the best mother in the world, by the way. But I guess she figured I don't need to learn how to cook, that I'd figure it out. I don't know. Maybe she thought Jerry would teach me. Jerry never taught me. So, but I could make anything in a crock pot. As much, just like anyone else can. Okay, so, all right, first sex question. How long? Most people would ask you the question, Maureen. Okay, I just realized Stacey actually reads the exact question. Hey, Maureen! My favorite girl, Maureen, is on. Everyone say hi to Maureen. And we love you, Maureen. Okay, so Maureen, we're talking about sex questions. Stacey is interviewing people every hour on the hour, virtual interviewing because they want to join. Today, so I'm dealing with the questions that people wrote in, and they're all about sex, Maureen. They're all about sex. So Stacy just tuned in to say hi between her appointments, and she said, I said, do people write in sex questions every day? And she just like buffers them and won't do them, and she just gives me the regular questions. But I don't know. All right, let's see. All right. We're gonna keep it to one comment, just because it's otherwise it gets too confusing. Okay. All right. Here's the sex question. All right. Okay. So, Maureen, we know you always say never to have sex on the first 3 dates. I think it's great. I think it's great how you adapted with the times and the situation to teach clients how to do virtual dating. Oh, that's so nice. So, when it comes to virtual dating, how soon can we start sexting each other? Okay. Maureen, maybe you want to help me because all the other girls are crazy busy today. We are so busy, but that's good. We love our 2,000 clients and love that people really want love, blah, blah, blah. And we're very thankful. So, Maureen, you get to help me answer this because Maureen sometimes does work with me. That's how much she's so cool that I ask her to work with me sometimes. So, Maureen, we're both going to answer this, okay? I'm going to give my professional version based upon my anniversary today, just in case you didn't know. 19 years of matchmaking. Okay, Charles says never. Okay, Charles, come on. Don't agree with that because again, sex is you have to have compatibility and chemistry. I'm giving you the compatibility, so there's nothing wrong with when you are compatible. And remember, Charles, you might be thinking of people using dating sites that are just looking for sex. Okay, that's not what we do at MTN Matchmaking, so that's why it's different. Thank you, Maureen. Now, Maureen, help me answer that question in what you would recommend. Okay, so the question is, since people are doing virtual dating now, and my usual answer to when you could have sex is definitely not the first 3 dates. Okay, you want to really make sure that there's compatibility. I'm sorry, there will always be compatibility. Just thinking of the sex. I don't even know if I could say what the second sex question is. So sorry, I'm a little. I'm like in my head thinking, do I say it because it's not my question? Or, I mean, we certainly don't want Facebook Live knocking me off. So I have to really decide if I should say that one or not. But so my answer is the same. My answer is the same. That if you're following our guidelines, which again, we have new guidelines for do's and don'ts. Hey, Allison, how are you? I love my girl, Allison. Can't wait to see you again. After this, we have to have a big party. Hope you're doing well. How's the family? Let me know. Okay. So when it comes to sexting at MTN Matchmaking, when is the appropriate time? It is going to be that you're going to follow the guidelines of um, the 3 dates as well when it comes to sex. Okay. Now you can't have sex. You can't because for obvious reasons. So you can do sexting at that point, but it has to be mutual. For example, if you just say one of my guys after the 3rd virtual date, he is like, wow, she's so hot. I want to do, sexting with her and say she feels the same way because she thinks he's so super hot. Because remember, most of our clients are good looking, and they're not only, beautiful people on the outside, but they're really beautiful people on the inside. And if you notice, yesterday when we were talking about all the negativity on the social media and all the craziness about Chris Cuomo, they were my clients. My clients would never be negative like that. They're just not negative people at all. So anyway, so if she feels that she's equally as turned on by you, you can bring that up to her gently, and if she's agreeing, fine. If she says, I don't feel comfortable doing that yet, then no. Okay, we'll go back to our virtual dating. You let me know when you think, and you be playful about it, okay? Because again, our people are not looking for hookups, so it's a totally different mindset. When you're looking for a committed relationship, it's different. So that's my answer. It's the same thing as if it were a real date, but now everything has to be virtual. So you want to do virtual sexting after the third date. Now let's see, Maureen, I want to see your answer. Hey, Marcello. Okay, come on, Maureen, answer that question. Why I get the second question. Oh, actually, before the second question, really fast, I just want to see if hot Chris Cuomo did his exercise routine this morning, knowing he has the coronavirus. Give it to you in 1 minute, because I'm sure all of you want to know. Because I'm not the only one that was going to follow his exercise routine, by the way. When I mentioned that, a lot of my clients and friends and all of you said, oh, I want to do that too. And we would have done it together. Oh my God, we could do a Facebook Live. We could definitely do a Facebook Live doing it together, or we could do a Zoom doing it together. Okay. Let's find him. Let's see how Chris Cuomo is doing. I'm not a stalker, by the way. It's only because he won the contest and just weirdly, because he won the contest, then we find out he does an exercise routine. Then he goes and, well, he gets the coronavirus. So that's why it's about that. This was him last night. Very sad. Okay. Wow. Got a lot of followers. Life will be what we make it. Make the right choice. I like that. Okay. 2,000 comments. Don't worry. I won't go through his 2,000 comments. Oh, okay. Here's Maureen's answer to with the virtual dating, how soon can you do sexting? After you're comfortable with each other and have discussed the major things first, then go to sexting. Okay, great answer. Now, as far as my clients go, when they say how long or how soon, they really want the answer to how long and how soon. So now knowing that they want more specific than that, my answer was that 3-day rule that I have is invaluable. People tell me sometimes that the third date, it's like a light bulb went off in their heads. And again, remember, been doing this 19 years. I kind of came up with that. I remember the exact person that I tried that on because that was not, no one did that. The company that I was with, they didn't give a crap about stuff like that. I was the one that was trying to make my client successful, and I came up with it. So what do you think? Okay, so we're going to ask you, Maureen, as I'm looking at the next one, how long do you think that would take? Welcome to being a matchmaker and dating coach. Okay. Well, in quarantine, we could be texting and be on the phone for hours, so it may happen faster. Okay. That's actually what I wanted you to get at because I knew that's what you were thinking. So, and I know that's what a lot of clients are thinking, that you might be texting a lot more and talking on the phone a lot more. Is that going to speed up the 3 day? No. Okay. So thank you, Maureen, because that is exactly what all of my clients are probably thinking. Please don't rush it. You know, it's a really great thing when you connect with someone at MTN Matchmaking. But you know what's the best thing? Like you saw, Deandra was on. Not only is she a success story, one of my over 1,000 success stories, but I married her. I became a wedding officiant for her. So, anyway, all right, we'll get to the next sex question. Again, Maureen, I need glasses. Oh, showered, gonna head out. Okay, wait, where are you going? You better be only food shopping, you two. Where are you going, Maureen? Or are you going out for a walk? Because me and our blogger, we went out for a walk. Today is annual take a walk day. Good battery life needed. I just got that. Okay, have fun, Maureen. Later, tell me what grocery store you go to, because King Cullen, I don't think I'm going to go to it anymore. They never have anything. And I switched to the Stop and Shop, and I found it like so many more great things. Just a tidbit of information and just wondering what you think. Okay, so as it turns out, our hottest guy that we voted did not do a workout this morning. Guess that coronavirus is really kicking his ass. Sorry to hear that. Let's just say, let us just say, wishing you a speedy recovery. Now, obviously, he doesn't know about this contest. He doesn't know that the matchmaker, because again, it's real matchmaking, it's just me. He doesn't know that he probably doesn't even know there's a matchmaker on Long Island. He probably thinks that they're just all in the city, like a lot of people do. He has no idea that he won a contest, especially because he's married. He probably thinks like, oh, those days are over. You know, no one would consider me hot anymore. But oh no, in our contest, we didn't care, marriage or not. Okay. My hair is starting to dry now, and without the curling iron, looks a mess. Okay, second sex question. Excuse me a second. Trying to call Tam blogger. Social media guy, is there any coffee made? Oh. Should I have an iced coffee then? Oh. So does that mean no, I can't have coffee? I don't know why. I'm in the mood for coffee. Oh, okay. So before I get to the next sex question, in case you didn't hear, oh my gosh, I'm getting nervous now. Very soon, I'm going to be interviewed by a major media company, and that's all I'm going to say. I always get myself crazy nervous before these things. And again, 19 years, I've been on TV 13 times. I guess the biggest show was on NBC because the whole episode was me, and that's nationwide. So, I mean, there's countless things that I've done. And what I'm doing, this doesn't count as being on TV. You know, this is just really giving my opinion, blah, blah, blah. I've done this probably like over 100 times have I either written articles, more than that, written like hundreds of articles, but someone asking me something for an article. I've done it like, I would say 500 times. I don't know why I'm nervous. I always get nervous, so just so you know, I'm nervous. Okay. And how much more? Oh my God, I'm running out of time. Gonna have to do it soon. Okay. Earl, my dad, who is the best dad in the whole wide world, he passed away. His name was Earl. So can I ask you, who are you named after? Okay, because I'm sure you know that's a very unique name, right? Um, oh my gosh, look at all these gorgeous guys. You guys are all really good looking, man. You live on Long Island. If you're single, call 516-444-2861. Okay, second dating question about sex. Dear Maureen, I've been married for 20 years. We have not had sex in the last 5 years. I already know where this is going. He's going to ask if he can cheat, I bet. I bet he's going to ask if he can cheat. And I don't believe in cheating. Just so you know, there are so many single people out there looking to find love. There is never, ever a reason to cheat, in my eyes. You should always say to the person that you're married to, um, say if you're not in love with them anymore. I'm so sorry I'm not in love with you anymore. I don't want to ever hurt you. I think we should divorce. Okay. Or I'm in love with someone else. I know it's horrific and I'm a horrible person. Yeah, you gotta say that. But I would never hurt you by cheating. So I think it's important that we have this discussion about moving forward into a divorce so I don't have to hurt you. That's what you should do. Okay. So, with the crisis, work has been very stressful because I'm a doctor. There is a nurse that I'm very close to, and you can't imagine the stress that we are going through at work. After work, we have been not cheating, but spending some alone time together, and I'm finding her more and more attractive. So, do you think I should tell my wife about how I feel? Because she is single and she's not married. But I know she feels the same way I do. And she asked if I was single, would I ask her out? And I said yes. Marriage is doomed. Doomed. I actually hope, hey, Dan, I hope there is a marriage counselor. I'm whispering like this person. Oh, maybe they are listening to hear the answer. I don't know. But I do always answer back to all of these. Whether sometimes I don't have time to answer all the questions, but I always answer the people back. So if you have a dating question, just let me check this. This is one of the girls. Anyway, that was another question of someone that is on here that has my phone number. Don't know how they have my phone number, but anyway. Okay, so under these circumstances, when we don't know if we are going to live or die, that's really grim. I mean, I get it. He's a doctor. He's seeing the worst of the worst. Get that. I get that. But to use that as an excuse on cheating, that's not cool. Not cool. I am going to be kissing her because I can't stop thinking about her, and I'm working with her tonight. And my plan is just to kiss her because we're safe to be around each other and just go from there. My question to you is, do I tell my wife that I'm doing this to be fair to her? You're not being fair to her. Whether you tell her or you don't tell her, you're not being fair. Ay, 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 ay. And this girl, he's married. But can't you find another doctor that is not married? I mean, come on. So my answer to you, just in case you're listening, but again, it's going to be the same answer because I do respond back to all of the questions. Oh. I'm making this as a joke because I don't like the word ugly, but my family said it, and I just think it's funny. That's the ugly Cuomo. So anyway, yeah. I'm like speechless because whether you tell her or you don't tell her, you're hurting her. Okay. Hopefully, uh, tell her. Tell her and get divorced if you're going to be cheating. Tell her, and maybe you can go to marriage counseling because things might change once you tell her, and maybe she might change. Maybe, who knows? You haven't had sex in years. Maybe she just didn't know how you feel. Maybe she thought you didn't want to have sex. Who knows? I would say tell her. I'm always very, very, very big on open communication, whether it's going to hurt or not. Because my belief is it's always going to hurt. No matter what you do when you're doing something wrong in a marriage, it's always going to hurt. But again, all right. So remember, I want to spread love and positivity. You are the ones that wrote in sex questions. It's getting a little bit negative. Okay. Next question. Okay. Dear Maureen, love the Facebook Live. Blah, 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 blah. Too embarrassed to write that. But really, really, really nice. His name is Billy. That's all I'm going to say. Billy is very nice. Billy, you made my day. And that's all I'm going to say because I can't even say what he wrote. Okay. When it comes to having sex, do you think it is only considered sex when you are together or during this time of virtual dating and so on? Would you consider it sex when you are both doing FaceTime and doing, this is the one that I had a hard time with. You're doing things to each other, to yourselves, so each other can watch. I've been going out with this girl for a month. She brought it up, and I just want your opinion on, would you consider us that we have had sex? Will we be having sex if we do this? Okay. First of all, he's such a nice guy, so it's going to be hard to be tough with this one. But the reality is, I wonder why. Let's find out if he tunes in. Why is it important to him to know if that's considered sex or not? Hope he's not married. Because think about it. Don't you think that if he's married, he's probably asking me this question to find out if what he's doing is cheating? Because otherwise, what difference does it make Do I think that's having sex? I mean, it's not real sex in the sense of being together. It's virtual sex. So yeah, that virtual sex is the same in all the bad ways, but in good, honest ways, say with dating and you're really into that person and you think they're hot, then yeah, virtual sex is the same and it's good and healthy as long as you both have chemistry and you know you're compatible. So it's really what the situation is. So I can't really comment on that other than to say if you are thinking that because you're married, then you are cheating. Now, I don't want to give a lecture on cheating. I don't believe in it. I don't want to give the lecture on it because this is supposed to be Friday Facebook Live where people tune in every day. We're doing this to make people happy and spread love. So we're spreading love right now, not cheating. Cheating is what you're going to get on all the internet sites, all of them. These questions that people have asked, they're probably meeting people on internet sites. I can assure you, none of my clients think like this because they are all here. And I have to tell you again, they're saying either, okay, I'll take another. We offered if someone wants another free month of hold time just because they're so nervous about the coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. And fine, we're doing whatever we can for our clients because we love our clients. Our clients are like family. But then there's others that are like, get me out on a virtual date ASAP. So, okay, I gotta see what this question is from April. Sex is when two people are the closest they can be, sharing an experience, and virtual sex is not being honest to your partner if it's with someone else. That's what I just said. It's a bond that two people in a relationship share. Yeah, I just said that. Way to go, April. Good answer. Good answer. Look at all these good looking guys up here. And you're not clients. What, I mean, are you, it's fine if you're married and you watch this, totally fine. Are any of you looking for a committed relationship? And I mean, yes, of course you could use the excuse, well, now, it doesn't matter if you're an essential worker or not, just so you know, because out of all the people that we have calling for the virtual appointments, and I took a breath like that because I realized today, I think two of them are essential workers. And I know that because they're saying, it might have to switch the time. We're sorry if we throw you off with our timing. We might get called in early, blah, 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 blah. We get that. So about half of the amount of people coming in are essential workers. So it doesn't matter what a person does for a living. If someone is ready for love, we haven't skipped a beat. We have been open virtually from the day we found out about this. And we are here every single day giving Facebook Live to make everyone feel happy. So now that everyone knows my belief on no cheating, maybe there won't be any more questions on cheating because you're going to get the same answer, no cheating. Okay. Now, if you do want to send in questions, you could email them to Maureen at mtnmatchmaking.com and we will answer them. If you are single, you're going to pass the screening process and you just, even if you're not ready to date now, we are offering our really good special that we do every single December as my way of giving back in April because of all of this. We've never done this before, but again, we've never had this experience before. Um, it's a month. I will tell you that we lose money. Doesn't matter. We all are a team at MTN Matchmaking. Our clients are family. We love all of our clients. We are here for you. We even have a certified dating coach that's Stacy, and she's always here for you. And we want everyone to be safe, so please stay inside. I know today is annual Take a Walk Day. I took a walk with my blogger, but again, we've been in the house for a month together now. We made sure we stayed 6 feet apart from anyone that we saw. We saw a lot of people, so we were totally safe. Don't do anything silly. Please, everyone, be very, very safe because you know how they said we're all going to know sooner, very soon, if not already, people that have it. I've had a, a few phone calls from people from all over my life and my circle of people that have it. And, it's scary. So our prayers are with every single one of you. We want you all to be healthy and happy and tune in every day at typically 2:30 so we can spread some love. Please share this with anyone that you think could use some love in their life or could use some positiveness because life is too short. You could see I don't condone negativity. I don't allow negativity. And what a wonderful world it would be if everyone thought no negativity, no matter what. Just think about that. So again, call us at 516-444-2861. You can check out our website if you don't know who we are, mtnmatchmaking.com. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to contact my peeps, my website people, and tell them change everything to 19 years. So again, everyone be safe. I will see you all tomorrow, and God bless you all.